The tit, the most unassuming of bird species. The tit is from a large family of small passerine birds which mainly occur in the northern hemisphere. Members of this family are commonly referred to as tits throughout much of the English-speaking world. These birds are mainly small, stocky, woodland species. Some have crests or beards. Just like another animal, the Alba commune pine, they range from 4 to 8 inches. Many species live around human habitation and come readily for nuts or seed, and learn to take other foods. This message was presented by the DeWeather Institute for Climate Knowledge. The DeWeather Cares Knights Tits Kickball Tournament is coming this October and benefits 4 cancer-related charities. See DeWeather Center on Facebook for more information.
If there's one thing every car guy hates, it's cleaning the garage. Do you want to take most of the time and hassle out of that job? Then call Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Agnes and her crew will have your garage, shop, basement, or even your porch looking great all the time. With unique patterns and designs, plus the ability to incorporate your logo or any artwork, your space will never have looked better. Installation is done in 1 day, guaranteed, and Zone Garage offers a 20-year warranty on the top coat. Their coatings are durable, anti-slipped, and impact resistant. Give them a call at 570-856-6067. That's 570-856-6067 for Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
Good evening and welcome to round 8 of season 2 of the Dallara X-Treme series presented by Baldwin Agriland. My name is Connor Baldwin and tonight we are live from the Southern National Motorsports Park in Lacama, North Carolina for the Tar Heel 25. Tonight the drivers of DXS will take on the shortest track on the schedule. The 4/10 of a mile short track will be sending the cars for a trip around the track in 9 seconds. The high bank short track will create some hard and close racing tonight, as our points leader Derek Loves looks to further extend his points advantage. Last time out on a short track, James Curtis looked set to win until an issue with another car under caution sent him to the rear of the field. So, as we are getting underway for qualifying here, Derek Love and James Curtis are going to be the 2 drivers to watch here tonight. As we pick up Derek Love on track here, starting with qualifying. Since this is a short track, qualifying will be determined by the best 4-lap average. So it is key that the drivers tonight can get 4 laps down that are both fast but also clean, because any contact with the wall will erase their 4-lap average. So really got to keep it clean and consistent here, as Derek Love already done with 3 laps, starting his 4th lap here. And there he goes, P1 currently. Bill J. Walker, the next car to come around to set his average. Here we are with Ty Richter, as Bill Walker goes P2. 4/10 of a second back on Derek Love. Ty Richter now on his 4th lap here. coming around, crosses the start-finish line. Ty is going to not set a time, but new quick time, James Curtis to the top of the charts, and James Watson into P2, and Cullen Johnston into P4. So that is huge for the second place in points, James Curtis, taking the pole there. And if all goes well, he will be advancing automatically to the feature race here. We are with Elijah Travis starting his third lap of qualifying here. Christopher Graham goes slowest of everyone so far. Elijah Travis on his fourth lap. And Elijah Travis will go P5. And it looks like that will be it for qualifying. Just now getting to the halfway point of remaining time, but everyone has qualified. Mackenzie Galida, Ty Richter, and Thaddeus Murray all running 4 laps, but they must have hit the wall on one of their laps, and their average will not count. So as we are waiting for our first heat race to get underway, let's pull in Chris Graham here into the booth. Chris, currently you are last for qualifying. Did you have to let off a little bit, or just couldn't really find the pace?
You know what? I think this is one of those instances where my lack of talent is really going to come into play here tonight, and we're going to kind of hope just to turn, I don't know, a handful of laps before I yard sale the thing.
Well, good luck here. I think you'll be in the first heat race, so maybe you can start up high on that grid for the feature.
We're hoping so, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
That was Chris Graham, one of the main producers here at NRN. About 50 seconds left to qualifying until we can get you looking at heat race number 1. So as we are waiting, let's give you a points rundown. So points leader Derek Love, and then in second place in points we have James Curtis, who is 39 points behind Derek Love. Third place we have Cullen Johnston with 54 points. Fourth place we have James Watson, 64 points behind. Fifth place we have Nicholas Asidra, who's 90 points behind. Sixth place Bill J. Walker, who is 98 points behind. TJ McMurray, who is in P7 for the points, he is 108 points behind. RJ Hedke, 130 points behind. Ty Richter, 143 points behind. And Christopher Kresge, 143 points behind. Everyone is lined up for heat race number 1. Let's get you the grid. Starting on the inside of row 1 is Derek Love. On the outside of row 1 is Elijah Travis. In the inside of row 2 we have Christopher Graham. And on the outside we have Ty Richter. So not only are the actual race laps, so are the pace laps, which are going to make things interesting. If there's a wreck in the feature race, someone has to come down pit road. It's going to make it interesting to see if they can stay on the lead lap just by pitting because of how quickly the pace car gets around here. But the lights and the pace car are out. The pace car is in, and we are green. Our first heat race. Derek Love taking the inside line. Has the lead coming out of turn 3, and now Christopher Graham shuffled all the way to the back in his fight with Ty Richter. Ty Richter looking on the inside of Elijah Travis here. Not going to have anything, but he's definitely running a lower line. He's much quicker mid-corner, but he's losing corner exit. So right now, Elijah Travis might be able to keep that position, but it'll be interesting to see. Derek Love out to a 1.36 second lead. Absolutely dominating so far in this heat. Having a little bit of trouble with our scoring tower. Christopher Kresge is, wow. What a wreck, and I believe that is turn 3. Derek Love having to go high and avoid him. That's going to allow Ty Richter to pass Elijah Travis second. Oh, and I think that's Elijah Travis into the wall. Very hard. He's on the medium tires. Everyone except for Ty Richter opted to race on the medium tires. Normally those tires last about 10 to 15 laps, so I guess drivers are trying to gauge and see how well those tires will hold up for possibly running the feature race. Interesting pass from Ty Richter there. I think maybe his soft tires here at about lap 15 just absolutely given out. Nope, he decides to come down pit lane. Very, very interesting. Now, Derek Love out to a 4 3/4 second lead. Coming around, 4 laps to go in the heat. I think he is going to easily have this win here unless he makes a huge mistake. White flag is out for Ty Richter. And he's going to come around turns 3 and 4, and he's going to win heat number 1. As I believe, yes, that is Christopher Graham doing donuts in the pit lane and absolutely wrecking his car. Very interesting. Elijah Travis comes around, takes the checkered, and we should be done with that heat race. Final heat of the night. Starting on the inside of row 1, we have Cullen Johnston. Outside of row 1, Bill J. Walker. Starting P3, we have TJ McMurray, and starting P4, we have Mackenzie Galida. So to give you a rundown of the tires, Cullen Johnson is on the soft tires, Bill J. Walker on the mediums, TJ McMurray on the mediums, and Mackenzie Galida on the hards. We saw with, I believe it was Ty Richter, that I think those softs may have worn off at about lap 15-ish and may have caused him to hit the wall. That's probably why he came down. It'll be interesting to see how Cullen Johnston fares. Flag out. Cullen Johnson off to a quick lead. But TJ McMurray not far enough in front of Mackenzie Galida. Mackenzie probably still able to make a move, but I think he's just going to sit back there and just run this thing. Cullen Johnson on the lap previous to this one with the fastest lap of the race of 9.66. A little slower than the fastest time we saw in practice. The fastest time went to James Watson with a 9.062. An absolutely blistering quick lap. Johnston now running slower laps than Bill J. Walker. Maybe those softs are already starting to wear off here on lap 8. As Bill Walker goes his personal best, just 0.02 of a second slower than Cullen's fastest lap of the race. Never mind, as Cullen Johnson on that previous lap sets the fastest lap of the race at a 9.5. Cullen Johnson's able to stay in those 9.5, so I guess those tires haven't worn off, but we'll see if they start to here fairly soon. Yep, just ran a 9.94. And he's coming up on Dallara, so lap traffic in the heat. Not even... Oh, and he's into the wall. Trying to get around Mackenzie Galida. Cullen Johnston goes into the wall. That's going to allow Bill J. Walker to catch back up. Is he going to be able to pass him at toward the end of the heat, though? Oh, I think Cullen is sliding all over the place on those soft tires. They are absolutely worn away. Bill J. Walker looking to the inside. Almost contact. Bill J. Walker not going to make the move, but Cullen Johnson is definitely slow on those soft tires. I think Bill just is thinking to himself, I'm just going to let Cullen get the heat in, and I'm going to not risk anything and just start on the third row on the outside for the feature races. We are white flag for our second and final heat race of the night. Cullen Johnson's going to come around and win heat number 2. Bill J. Walker, P2, TJ Murray, P3, and Mackenzie Galida, P4. Drivers going out for their, I believe, 3-minute warm-up session before the feature race starts, giving you the live look from the in-on-in drone camera we have overhead of the Southern National Motorsport Park. Oh, and someone just got absolutely dumped. And we had a car fly out of the track, I believe. I think that might have been Derek Love. No, maybe Ty Richter or someone else in the pits, but someone got flown out of the track. I believe that was Christopher Graham Jr. getting a little too close to Derek, maybe getting pushed up into the wall as he flies into the wall on purpose. Lots of fun during these warm-up sessions. Drivers just able to have a little bit of fun. Maybe get some angle out from the heat races. We'll go on the board with James Curtis. Let's look at his time. He's currently fastest out of everybody in the warm-up, and he's in Q1 qualifying. So he might, if he can just stay out of trouble, especially with lap traffic coming into play. You saw him after 15 laps. It'll be interesting to see if there's some contacts right in front of him. Oh, as he just absolutely rams into the back of, I believe, Christopher Graham. Oh, Cullen Johnston on the soft tires puts up the best lap of the session, a 9.299. Everyone gridding up for the feature race. 60 laps here tonight. Let's take a look at the grid. Starting on row 1, we have James Curtis and James Watson, Derek Love and Cullen Johnson making up row number 2. Row 3, Elijah Travis and Bill J. Walker. Row number 4, we have Ty Richter and TJ McMurray. And bringing up the rear on row 5, we have Christopher Graham and Mackenzie Galida. Very interesting to see the strategies played out here. If there is a caution, I don't know, with about 10 or 15 laps.
I am afraid. Currently, Bill J. Walker and Christopher Graham Jr. on the medium tires. I think they're thinking that this race is not going to have a caution relatively soon. I think they're trying to get as many positions on that softer compound before that caution comes out. Lights on the pace car route. James Curtis leading the field, and as always, race fans, the first lap is yours. Oh, huge wreck on the front stretch. Someone was spun around. James Curtis wrecked on the start. He is limping around, and now we have a caution flag out on the speedway. Huge chaos on lap 1. Absolute heartbreak for James Curtis as he was coming to the green. I believe he just spun the tires and looped it to the inside here. Let's go back and take a look at this replay presented by Hot Shoes Raceway. We have James Curtis and Yeah, he spins the tires and loops into the inside wall there. And gets stuck on the front stretch, able to loop it back around before the lead cars come around. He gets in the way. I believe he also had a wreck on the front stretch. Coming around, yeah, he just got straight into the wall, and I think that may have been Elijah Travis? Or maybe Christopher Graham that got caught up in that. Lots of chaos already on lap 1. Pretty much everyone electing... Sorry, the back half of the field electing to come down pit road, and I'm seeing maybe some trouble for James Curtis and TJ McMurray. Now it looks like they just had to slow way up, coming to reach the back of the grid. So a lot of chaos already, and because of all that, points leader Derek Love has gone up to P1 as we are green flag already again. These pace laps are just so short.
Come on, what was that? You break
and James Watson. Wait.
Dude, took me up the wall.
James Watson crashing along with Ty Richter. Huge chaos on
I got
that
a black
start.
flag because the car in front of me just braked at the green flag.
So huge chaos already. Let's go and take a look at that replay. I believe it was Ty Richter who had trouble on the start. He went up into the wall and followed James Watson, who crashed. Now let's go see, I believe, James Watson. Yeah, straight into that outside wall on full tires and lost it. I believe there was some troubles at the start with some guys in the back, possibly. Let's go ahead and take a look. And a crazy start already to this race, as our second caution is out. On lap 11 of 60 so far, James Curtis is down one lap. It'll be interesting to see if he's able to get his lap back. And through all of this chaos, Christopher Graham Jr. is in P3. He said coming into the heat races tonight when we interviewed him that he was just hoping to run some laps before he turned it into a scrap heap, and somehow he has managed to get it all the way up into P3 as lights on the pace car are out once again. Coming back to Derek Love gets a huge jump. Christopher Graham trying to pass some lap cars, and Chris Graham's into the wall. Oh, and another person to the wall way behind them. I believe that is Ty Richter, and no caution. He's going to tow back to the pits. James Curtis in front of Colin Johnson. That is James Curtis trying to go get his lap back on Derek Love. Unfortunate for Christopher Graham Jr. I believe I may have cursed him a bit there. Talked about how he was all the way up into P3. Big battle between these cars for the second spot. Let's go check in on James Curtis, though, because he is trying to get up to Derek Love to try and get his lap back organically as there's no caution. James Watson and Elijah Travis. Watson able to get by Travis on the high side. Now he's going to set his sights onto Cullen Johnston. Looking to the inside, he might have to send one down or maybe find some room on that high side as he is on James Johnson coming out of these corners. Watson going to make the pass underneath right there. An amazing pass by Watson. Get underneath Cullen Johnston. Maybe move him up out of the racing line just a little bit and get into P2. Derek Love, however, is out to already a 2-second lead on James Watson, who is in second. Bill Walker trying to catch up to Mackenzie Dallara here. But James Watson is absolutely pulling closer to Derek Love on the medium tires. But are those tires going to be able to last long enough so far without a caution? As he looks to the inside of, I believe that's lap car Christopher Graham Jr. as he gets by there. The time is only down to 1 second as James Curtis is trying to get his lap back on Derek Love, and that is what has let James Watson come back into the race. James Curtis has got to be careful, and James Watson is into the back of Derek Love. Looks like no damage to the front wing of James Watson. He just absolutely rammed into the back of Derek Love there. Remember, James Watson does not have a fast repair since he wrecked on, I believe it was lap 5. So if he has damage, he's going to have to hope for a caution and come in and take the time to repair that front wing as James Curtis is trying to get past Derek Love any way possible. James Watson starting to fall back. He pitted on lap 9, so it has been about 12 to 13 laps. Those medium tires are starting to fall away. Sorry, 22 laps. As we are already past the halfway point, and you can hear it, the sounds of people hitting the wall. It is a hard track. Oh, and there's chaos trying to get into the pit lane. Christopher Graham Jr. hit the, I believe that was the car of TJ McMurray, and we have another yellow flag out on the speedway. And man, is that going to help James Watson get off those old and worn out medium tires. A big caution. That's going to let James Curtis as well get his lap back as we see James Watson coming down the pit lane. Bill Walker, Cullen Johnson, James Curtis electing to not come in. Let's go and take a look at this incident with Christopher Graham trying to enter the pit lane. I believe that's Ty Richter hopping in front of him, and Christopher Graham hit the inside wall and just goes right to the back of Ty Richter. That is one of the more bizarre incidents I've seen. And now we have Derek Love and Bill Walker coming down pit lane. So they are going to lose spots to James Watson, Cullen Johnston, and Eliza Travis, with Travis and Watson pitting on the lap before. So a very interesting strategy call here from Derek Love and Bill Walker deciding to pit late. Oh, and Derek Love, he might have a penalty. As Derek Love is going to go a lap down, he might have gotten a penalty for entering too fast into the pit lane. As he is away, a 30-second or 33-second pit stop for Derek Love. So either he had some damage that he needed to get fixed, or he got a penalty as he is now 1 lap down. Once again, the lights are out on the pace car. We are going to have 22 laps to go once we take this green flag. Derek Love, because he is a lap car, gets to go to the inside of Cullen Johnson. As Curtis gets a good jump. Got Elijah Travis right behind him along with James Curtis. Oh, and he gets touched. Oh, and a huge wreck. Takes out James Watson. Elijah Travis, Cullen Johnston spinning through the air. And another yellow flag out on the speedway. That is going to end the night of James Watson, as he has already used his fast repair, and I believe the same goes with Eliza Travis.
let's go back and take a look at that replay. Unfortunate. Let's go on board with Elijah Travis here. Oh yeah, and Cullen Johnson slow out of the corner. Elijah Travis not expecting it, just rams right into the rear end of Cullen Johnson there. Spins him out, spins himself out, and also takes out James Watson along with that too. So huge implications now as Bill Walker leads the race with Derek Love, Elijah Travis, and Mackenzie Galida behind him. James Curtis is currently being scored as the first car a lap down. So only 4 lead lap cars, as this race has been absolute chaos. So, not sure if James Curtis is going to get his lap back via the lucky dog, but he will start on the inside of Bill Walker on this restart and has a chance to get his lap back that way. Looking at tires here, Bill Walker, Derek Love, and Elijah Travis all on the medium tires. James Curtis and Mackenzie Galida are on the hard tires. Lights are out on the pace car. It will be 16 laps to go once we take the green flag here. Bill Walker with a great jump. Derek Love getting to the inside of James Curtis. He's going to pass him. He's going to set his sights on Walker. Elijah Travis almost getting around James Curtis. James is able to keep it around the high side. Derek Love looking to the inside of Bill Walker, and he's going to get around him. Elijah Travis is going to be able to get around James Curtis. He's going to try and make it 2 for 1 on Bill Walker as they are side by side down the backstretch into turn 3. That high side really working for Bill Walker as he is going to be able to hang on to that position. A great battle here, but what this is allowing is it's allowing Derek Love to get out to a 1.5 second lead as Elijah Travis is finally able to clear Bill Walker. James Curtis and Cullen Johnson are now trying to work over Bill Walker, although it is hard for them because Curtis and Johnson are on hard tires while Walker is on the medium tires. Derek Love coming around 9 laps to go here, out to a 1.6 second lead. And he is absolutely running away with it after even more chaos for the second short track in a row. Cullen Johnson almost just spears right into the wall. James Curtis finally able to get around Bill Walker. And that's going to let him put some space to Cullen Johnston, because those two were fighting for position. Derek Love coming out of turn 4, 5 laps to go in the Tar Heel 24. Derek Love looks like he's just coasting right now. The gap is coming down to Elijah Travis, but I think he's just trying to take it easy on those medium tires as there are 2 laps to go. And coming up on that, he's just trying to make sure he doesn't get wrecked, as I believe that is Mackenzie Galida who goes high for him. White flag out. Derek Love is going to win the Tar Heel 24 in absolutely dramatic fashion, as Cullen Johnston and Mackenzie Galida come around the start-finish line to end the race.
doing, just a little bit of a few extra laps there at the end. But absolutely crazy race as Derek Love is going to win yet again. That will extend his points lead as James Curtis comes home in P4. So as we try and get everyone in here for an interview, let's give you the race results. If they will pull up. There we go. Your winner tonight for the Tar Heel 25, the 87 car of Derek Love, winning by 1.2 seconds. Eliza Travis coming home in second, and Bill J. Walker taking up that final podium spot. James Curtis able to recover to P4, Mackenzie Glida P5, Cullen Johnston P6, James Watson P7, T.J. McMurray P8, Christopher Graham P9, and Ty Richter in at P10. Let's see if we can bring in our third place podium finisher, Bill J. Walker. That was absolutely crazy. I honestly have no words for that final caution. Can you walk us through how you managed to avoid all that?
Well, it's one thing you can always be assured you're going to see here in a DXS race. It's a lot of carnage and chaos, right? So coming down to the last handful of laps, my entire goal was just to keep sort of out of the way a little bit, and it worked out really well here this week, the third place finish.
Oh, absolutely. And very impressive drive up to P3. You were up 3 spots from the start of the green flag. Was it difficult to pass? I saw you were battling with James Curtis and I believe Cullen Johnston. Was it difficult to pass, or was it, pretty even below that, between that low line and that high line?
I think the high line ran really, really well, and I thought it was fairly, consistent and easy to find that right groove for both of the lines. So I thought I really thought the track was good tonight. You definitely had to be on your toes. There was I got in a big wreck on the very first lap, I think, but everything kind of cooled down from there, and again, just a really fun run at a great track.
Yeah, an absolutely impressive drive to come back from that wreck. Anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank the team at the Moosehead Bar and Grill, and also like to thank all the sponsors, owners of the DXS Extreme Series. You guys are fantastic. Really appreciate what everybody's doing. And also a huge shout out to NRN. Thanks to Chris Graham and his team.
Sweet. Well, thank you, Bill. An absolutely impressive drive. Let's bring in our second place finisher, Eliza Travis. Elijah, a little bit of contact between you and Cullen that really changed the shape of the race. Can you walk us through what happened there?
That was all on me. I was second coming to that restart, and it was the highest I had been all night, and I just got a little bit too anxious and got in the back of him a little bit, spun him out, so I'm sorry that I spun him out. Didn't mean to, but yeah, just a little bit too anxious, a little bit too early.
Yeah, it happens, but you were able to come back with a really impressive drive to get by Bill. How difficult was it to pass him on that low line when he had that high line?
It's difficult because in these cars you're going so fast, you don't really have much time to react with how much they would be pinching you down. So it feels like you're being pinched down more than you actually are. And stuff just happens so fast. We're setting 10-second lap times, and it's so crazy. So you gotta really stay on your toes and not crash into people.
Yeah, an absolute
great recovery to P2. Anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my family, my friends. One of my friends was supposed to race tonight, but he was a little bit tired, so he decided to go to bed early tonight. So that's a shame that he wasn't able to race. But yeah, just my family, friends, and this series for setting up a great race. It actually was a lot of fun.
Sweet. Well, thank you. Now let's bring in our race winner, our points leader, who has extended his points lead now to probably over 50 points, Derek Love. Derek, a lot of chaos happened in front of you. How were you able to stay out of it?
Man, I just drove. On the points gap there, you're about at the point we need a calculator to figure out how many points ahead I am. We're just putting the car in the right position. What a roller coaster of a race, though. It was pretty much just staying out of trouble.
Yeah, we saw you, I believe Bill, come down pit road the lap after James Watson did to put on the medium tires. I thought that was an interesting choice considering that would put you behind him, but you must be able to see in the future to be able to get behind all that.
Well, I think the pace car is what threw me off on that one. I had to wait for the pace car to get around, so I think just somehow his position, he was able to pit in there. I had to wait till the next time by, and then James and I had got into it a little bit. I threw a block on him, and he came into the back end, and that ultimately led to like 20 seconds of required repairs, which then put me a lap down. Fortunate enough for the next caution that I was able to get right back.
Yeah, that whole situation with you being able to come back after a lap down to win the race was just insane. And somehow James Curtis was stuck one lap down the entire race after one of those first two cautions. So it was... Yeah,
I asked him midway race on the chat towards the end. I was like, how many laps are you down? Because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, how is he not back up here yet? So I think it's just unfortunate events there. I know that. I've been there before.
An absolute great drive from you tonight. Anybody you'd like to thank?
I just got a shout out to the Street Side Classics machine and you all for letting me come race. Thank you much.
Well, thank you, Derek Love. The end of an absolutely crazy race tonight. So much chaos, such a short track at 4/10 of a mile. That's what's going to happen with running 9-second laps, is that crazy things are absolutely bound to happen. Well, from everyone here at the National Racing Network, my name is Connor Baldwin. Have a wonderful night, and check back in with us in about an hour for the Silver Crown official races.